Good afternoon, YouTube. Happy 4th of July to everyone in the United States. It's a hot one here today in Michigan. So, I'm making this YouTube video by request of a friend on Facebook who's asking for a love reading of sorts. I don't want to give away too much personal details, but she's been separated from a significant other and there's some kids involved as well. And she's wondering if this individual is going to come back around. So I'm making this video not only to offer her a reading and a little bit of advice on this, but I also want to kind of break down the anatomy of how these love tarot readings work, or at least the way that I do them works, to kind of offer a sample. So if anybody else would like a reading, they know what exactly is in store. So let's have a look at these cards here. Okay, so over here, our client is represented by the Two of Cups reversed. And I'll explain what all of these cards mean. Her partner is represented by the Three of Wands. And this card in the middle, the cross card, is what I like to think of as what either ties the relationship together or draws them apart. The Sun card here is a possible outcome, the more positive of the two possible outcomes. And down here on the bottom, we have the most likely or reasonable outcome represented by the Six of Swords. So there's a couple swords cards, and that's a signifier. But anyhow, Six of Swords is the worst case scenario, which is often the most likely as well. And pardon the glare here, we'll get a look at this reading here from a bird's eye view. So, Salazar, you are represented by the Two of Cups reversed. And what I'm seeing here is that a difficult decision has been made and it was not made in your favor. And you're left, so the cup suit signifies emotion. And here's the way that I like to look at the cup suit. If the cup is face up, then your cup is full of emotion. You're full of emotion and life. If the cup is reversed, then you're emotionally draining yourself out. Just like you'd pour out a cup of water or a cup of whatever you're drinking into the sink. So in this case, 2 would represent a decision that was made, and you're on the receiving end of this decision. You're the second party, and this is draining you out emotionally. So, Three of Wands is a step further from the choice, which is the 2, and now we're here to the decision. And Wands signifies the immaterial world, things that we can't necessarily comprehend 100%, spirituality and faith and the great unknown. So here's your man here, made up his mind, and he's seeking greener pastures somewhere else. He's got his eyes set on the great unknown, and he's not sure what's going to happen next, but I think that he's okay with that. He's happy. Maybe not happy, but he's content with looking out afar. Now, the Seven of Swords, and the sword suit represents a great deal of thought and logic. I see this as, if the signifier is swords, it's an intelligent and complex situation, but intelligent and complex isn't always great. And I like to look at the symbolism in the swords cards as well, especially because they're fairly straightforward, and there's books and books and books written on tarot on how we can analyze these cards and interpret them, but I really like the swords straightforward face value. Something's being stolen, something's being taken away from you, and you know it, and you realize that it's happening. And I think that could be like, hey, like, I'm losing a partner here, the father of my children, and you feel like you're being cheated and you feel like you're being robbed, and that's not cool, and I'm really sorry. So up here, best case scenario, we've got the Sun reversed, and I see the Sun as a card of rebirth and a card of regrouping. However, this is reversed, so that's going to come at some cost, and I don't think that you're quite there yet. You're not quite ready to be reborn. You're still stuck in the swords phase, And that's okay. It's okay to be upset about whatever is going on right now. But the Sun card is a possible outcome. Now down here, worst case scenario represented by the Six of Swords. And again, take these at face value. Worst case scenario is you're just going to have to make an escape from this situation. You're just going to have to walk away, and it is what it is. And if you look, it's interesting here at the imagery, there's a child in this boat with the woman. So you're going to take the child with you, and you can take solace in that. I really hope this was helpful for you. Please follow me on Instagram or like and subscribe to my YouTube. If anybody would like readings, I might even offer them for free for a little bit because it's a holiday or something and I'm just getting started. Please help make me famous. I love you guys. Happy holidays. I'm out.